Okay, so my questioning, so I do lots of questioning during the lesson, and it's my sort of assessment, I guess, and it informs me what the children have learned and what I need to do in my next lesson. It's mostly from the questioning I get what my next lesson is going to be. Right, okay. For science today, we are learning something new, okay? I've got lots of different things on the tuff tray in the middle of our carpet, and what I would like you to do, okay, because these are clues to what we're learning today in science, and what I would like you to do is in your talking partner, I want you to name as many things as you can see in the tuff tray, okay? I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Off you go. Talking partner. Right, so I've got a picture of a foal, I've got a picture of a duckling, a calf, a piglet, I've got flowers, I've got books about seeds, I have books about tadpoles and how they grow, I've got a nest with eggs, I've got some daffodils and some chicks. Turn to your partner. What are we learning about this afternoon? What is our learning objective this afternoon? Turn to the person next to you. It's all right, come up with as many as you can.
Okay, well, one of the main aims of the lesson was for me partly to differentiate according to the multiplication, those children that could do multiplication, whether it was the 2s, 5s, 10s, which is the year 2 expectations, challenging the hires into the 3 times table, we've been working on that, and the element of then division, could any of them use the inverse law? And it was through the level of questioning, who I directed questions to, use of talk partners, so that within their groupings there were certain lower ability children or less confident children in speaking, partnered with higher attainers, children that were confident to talk so they could learn together. And then I had certain children that I knew I needed to engage to near me so that I could lead the questioning and scaffold for them the methods that they could use.
I would like boys versus girls. So girls, you're going to sit on that side of the room. Boys, you're coming to this side of the room. Face each other. And I'm going to get my splat hands ready.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Fantastic. Stop there. Before you tell me, whisper to a partner, what did you notice about the end of all those numbers? What do the numbers end in? What's the clue?
It was ending, first was 5, 5, then was
15, 20.
5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5.
Right, we're going to up the challenge. We're going to see if we can do it in 3s. Do you think we're ready? Boys, do you want to go first or second?
Yeah.
First, going to start with 3. Are you ready, girls? Ready?
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21.
Just check it. 18, 19, 20, 20, 21,
24, 27, 30, 33, 36.
And stop there. Everyone give yourselves a whoosh. Amazing. And we are going to be sorting multiplication questions into true or false. And so we've got 4 to tackle together before we go to our table challenges. Right, I'm coming round to help you and ask tricky questions as we go. 1, 2.
Through questioning, it almost generates more questions.
Yeah.
and then that helps us with our planning for the next lesson. So we've got 3 questions, haven't we? Which will help us with our planning for next Monday, our next science lesson. And we'll use those as key questions. So things like, how does the egg get back together again when it's inside the mother? So I think one child had the idea that the egg cracks, and then it
reforms.
And then we had some statements. So maybe there's more than one egg inside the mother, inside a mammal, and there's not an egg; it just comes out. So we've got these 3 statements. So what we like to do is write down some of the key questions, which will lead on to our next lesson, which will be all about the reproduction process. So
and that again is that whole ownership thing. So even though we do know that the next lesson is going to be about fertilisation, we can pick out the key sort of questions they had and start to focus in on those, and then that will mean that they actually care about what they're learning about rather than just...
And actually writing their name next to these questions or statements, they feel like, oh, that's what I said. And then it almost feels that class community thing.
Exactly.
Like, let's like
together.
find out actually the answers to these statements and questions.
Yeah, exactly.
When the egg cracks, how does it get back together again?
Oh, interesting. I like that.
Why do bees have wings?
Why do bees have wings? Do you think you know the answer? Why do you think they have wings?
Maybe because they have to fly to pollen.
So they need to fly from plant to plant to get pollen. So do you think you have the answer to your question?